gentlemen, please put your hands together and give a reaction to the action of the World Wrestling Empire. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Ledge with my co-host, Prince Devlin Blanchard.
Thank you, Ledge.
We got a bunch of good matches coming at you tonight. Going to start out with a match by Bret Knight. He's taking on Panther. Panther, the Kansas heavyweight champion. Look for a lot of action out of those guys.
And, of course, second match of the night, my personal favorite, Eric Awesome will face off against the Tennessee Rebel.
The strutting dude, okay.
That is the man.
And then in our main event for the evening, a heavyweight match. Four-time former WWE heavyweight champion Scott Summers takes on the Beast, and that ought to be some no-holds-barred action there going on.
And, of course, to remind all the people there of the past, the Beast against TJ for the title just a short time ago was one of the roughest matches the Beast has ever had.
Beast was the most ill-tempered man in the Empire. Well, we're going to get right back at it here as soon as we get a word in from our sponsors. I'm the Ledge. This is Prince Devlin Blanchard, and you're watching the World Wrestling Empire.
Let's call Domino's. They cost too much. Let's call Little Caesar. They don't deliver. Let's call Mazio's. They take too long. Let's call Pizza Hut. No way!
Guys, need a suggestion? Call Luigi's Pizza where you get 1, 2, 3 pizzas for the price of one with free delivery. Don't just stand there. Call and get 1, 2, 3 pizzas for the price of one. Hey, with all those pizzas, you can even call up the girls and you might just score a
touchdown.
Luigi's Pizza. Look us up in the yellow pages.
It's the Shop and Compare carpet sale at Bowen's Discount Carpet.
Shop and compare.
Heavy-duty commercial carpet, only $3.99 per square yard.
Shop and compare.
A new shipment of beautiful nylon carpet, only $4.99 per square yard. Bowen's has hundreds of rolls in stock with name brand carpet and vinyl floor covering at discount prices. Shop the other places and compare prices to Bowen's Discount Carpet, 7736 Charles Page Boulevard, Tulsa.
Shop and compare.
Bowen's Discount Carpet. We refuse to be undersold.
When you drive by these storefronts, do you know instantly what they sell? Do you know the flavor, the quality of what's inside? Well, this is just one reason to turn to a Blaze window design for your sign needs. Made from a tough solar film that protects and insulates your windows and reduces ultraviolet rays, these graphics are practical as well as beautiful. Whether in a commercial or residential setting, let a Blaze design create and install a unique sign of your individuality. Oh yes, a Blaze can also fill your other sign needs, from banners to magnetics to auto designs. Call us now.
Sir Knight Formal Wear has the tuxedo for you that is the right style, the right color, the right size, at the right price for your wedding, prom, or that special occasion. It's Sir Knight Formal Wear. Open 7 days a week with 2 locations in Oklahoma City and at South Roads Mall, Tulsa. When you need to look right, Sir Knight Formal Wear.
This is the Ledge standing here with Predator, and I understand you've got a few words for Shane Cortez.
That's right. Shane Cortez has ran as long as he can. Now I challenge him to a chain match, and I'm going to mess his pretty face up.
Oh, so you're a little tired of Shane Cortez. Does this have anything to do with his popularity with the fans?
He's got a goody two-shoes image, but he's nothing.
Oh.
Down.
All right, well, Shane Cortez, there you have it. Predator wants you in a dog collar chain match. You'll see that next week on the World Wrestling Empire. Look forward to when those two get together here next week on the WWE show. I think Shane Cortez has got a fine chance of defeating Predator in that dog collar chain match.
Well, Predator's the man that carries the chain around with him all the time, and you know there's a long history between these two and a lot of bad blood. And in my opinion, Predator is the man with the advantage. He has one advantage that Cortez does not have, and that is Flamin' Raymond.
Well, we'll see what bad blood gets spilled when those two meet next week. Why don't you tell them about the next match?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the first match of the evening tonight is going to be a newcomer to the World Wrestling Empire, a gentleman by the name of Bret Knight. I don't know a whole lot about him. I know he is a street brawler from Atlanta, Georgia, and he's my kind of guy. I really like the kind of style this man has. He'll be facing off against the Kansas heavyweight champion, a man that people here are quite familiar with, and that is Panther. We'll take it up to the ring for the introductions, the Ledge.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, in our first match for the evening, coming out first, standing 6 foot 3 inches tall, weighing in at 240 pounds, from Atlanta, Georgia, Brett Knight.
Of course, the ignorant people sitting around the ring here are not showing the proper respect to Brett Knight that they should. I think they're going to get a surprise when they see what kind of damage that this man can do
His
to the
opponent
Panther.
this evening, standing 6 foot 1 inch tall, weighing in at 258 pounds, the Kansas heavyweight champion from Great Bend, Kansas, Panther!
This guy is a geek. That's all I can tell you about him. Panther don't cut it. Pussycat is more like it. Look at this guy. He looks like a man who got a real bad accident with his mascara. But of course, somehow, someway, he pulled off a coup and ended up with the Kansas heavyweight title. Let's see how he fares tonight against this opponent, newcomer to the World Wrestling Empire, Mr. Brett Knight. Your opinions there, Ledge?
He looks like a big one. Don't know much about the guy. Have heard some things, not necessarily good, any of them, but I have heard a few things about him.
Only thing that I really know is the man is from Atlanta, Georgia, and he is a brawler.
A brawler, street brawling. Well, I know Panther is a fine champion, represents the great state of Kansas, does a good job there. We've seen some great matches out of this wrestler and look forward to this one tonight.
Well, I said this while you were making your way back. I've got a new name for Panther. After watching him wrestle several matches, I've decided to call him Pussycat.
Well, you would, Devlin. I can
course I
expect
would.
that out of you.
Of course
There's
I
the
would.
bell, and here we go. Referee Doug McCoy checking out both wrestlers. Collar and elbow tie-up. Good move by the newcomer to the Empire, Brett Knight. Going to work on that shoulder and arm of Panther.
That's a good way to dislocate an arm, and Panther's got big arms, so that's a good strategy for Brett Knight, who is the smaller man and is outweighed by a little bit, to go after the arm.
Panther able to reverse that Rick's lock. Now he's going to jerk the arm of Brett Knight around and drives him to the mat. Nice leg drop. Really going to the work on the shoulder there of the newcomer to the Empire. Ties him up and goes in for the pin. Oh, kick out on about 2.5 there.
Panther's quite a strong man. He's a big man. He's strong. There's a body slam on Brett Knight. That right there is a good demonstration of what kind of strength this man has.
Nice move by Panther as he works in on Brett Knight. Whip off the ropes. Good move. Follows it up, and a big elbow to the chest sends Brett Knight to the mat.
You know, the people here and the fans, I don't care much for them myself, but they're showing a lot of good support to Panther, and they're really not treating Brett Knight the way I think they ought to.
Well, based on what I know about Brett Knight and the few things I've heard, I think the audience is showing some pretty good intuition in who they've decided to support in this match. Back to action in the ring, Panther and Brett Knight circling. Collar and elbow tie-up. Both men trying to show a little strength with the other, and I think looks like Brett Knight may have raked the eyes there. Oh, and a big punch to the side of Panther.
Hey, as long as it's open-handed, it's legal.
Oh, Panther goes for a boot to the head.
Now we're seeing some of this brawling we've heard about out of Brett Knight, and I like it. Brett Knight picking Panther up there. We've got an Irish whip off the ropes coming at you.
Oh, misses with the arm bar. Oh, nice high drop kick by Panther, and Brett Knight leaves the ring. Exit underneath that top rope in quite a bit of a hurry there.
As much as I don't want to admit it, I mean, Panther is the Kansas heavyweight champion, so that does show that he has some brains about him.
Well, I think Panther doing a good job in his ring strategy, taking on this unknown wrestler. Referee Doug McCoy doing a good job hanging in there, starting to administer the 10 count now. Gives Brett Knight a 10 count to get back into the ring, or of course Panther would win by disqualification.
I don't think that's going to happen. I don't see that happening. And you know, Panther, being a cat, may have 9 lives, but this man is new. Panther knows nothing about him, and curiosity killed the cat.
Well, I don't think that we'll have any cat killings going on tonight. Looks to me like a pretty even match at this point. It seems to me by the look on Brett Knight's face, he might have a couple of tricks up his sleeve if he had any.
He's asking Panther there for a test of strength.
Oh, and looks like the looks are not deceiving, and Brett Knight reaches in with the boot and also follows it up to the quick chop to the face of Panther. Panther's down on the mat suffering from the effects of that blow, and now Brett Knight's being warned about the closed fist by referee Doug McCoy.
You know, I don't like Doug McCoy. That's all I'm going to say. He's a geek, he's a weasel, he's a wimp, and I don't like him.
Well, you know, and the other thing you left out about Doug McCoy is that the man is fair and does a fine job working here in the Empire, keeping control of these matches.
Not in my eyes. Look at Brett Knight. I told you, this man's a brawler, and it's paying off.
He's doing a good job tonight working on Panther. Brings him to his feet now. Got him in that headlock. Drags him over, and he has Panther on his back. Referee Doug McCoy moves in to check for the pin. Oh, and Panther goes, I think Panther's got a little bit of a reason to get a, what would you call that, an Oscar performance for that little move right there?
Well, Brett Knight showing how smart he really is, telling the referee that Panther had a handful of hair, and when the ref went around to check it, Brett Knight took advantage of the situation. Smart man.
Well, I'm not going to accuse Brett Knight of cheating at this point, but I think a severe bending of the rules probably just took place.
Bending is fine. It's only wrong when they break.
Okay, back to the action in the ring. Good reverse by Panther. He's got that hammerlock going now on Brett Knight as Brett Knight tries to reach the ropes. Oh, and he manages to reach the ropes with that foot, and referee Doug McCoy orders the hold broken.
That reversal will show you what a handful of tights will do for you every time, huh?
Well, you and I must be watching different matches because I saw nothing to indicate a tight pull. Here we go. I guess Brett Knight thinks Panther is really pretty stupid because once again he reaches that hand in trying to set Panther up for something.
Listen to these stupid people making all this noise for Pussycat. Uh-oh, Brett Knight with a low bridge.
A little bit of a low blow. Referee Doug McCoy orders the match. Stop. That's it right there. There's a discussion going on to the ring. I think we've got a disqualification here.
Why? What happened?
Well, I don't know which match you were watching, but it's pretty obvious to me by the reaction of Panther that he just suffered a low blow, reaches in for a small package. The referee goes ahead and gives the pin.
What is this?
To Panther. Good move. I guess that ended all the discussion right there. There was a disqualification going on anyway.
That's what I'm talking about.
Brett Knight took a little bit of a... what would you call that? Had a disagreement with the referee there.
You know what I call that? You were talking about how fair Doug McCoy is. The match was already over. He had no right and no reason to count Brett Knight's shoulders to the mat. Yeah,
well,
real fair man, that Doug McCoy.
I think Doug McCoy did a really good job. And speaking of fair, we got some pretty fair sponsors. You know, if you're sitting there watching TV right now, it's a good time to order a pizza or something. So we're going to sell a few items. We'll be right back after this commercial break with some more WWE wrestling.
If you have a car, boat, or motorcycle, even if you have traffic tickets or a DUI, if you own a business, if you are a renter, Try Us for Insurance has been serving Oklahomans since 1951. We are property and casualty insurance specialists. Try Us for Insurance, an independent agent for property and casualty insurance. Try Us for Insurance, 831 North Sheridan, Tulsa. That's 834-5663.
When you drive by these storefronts, do you know instantly what they sell? Do you know the flavor, the quality of what's inside? Well, this is just one reason to turn to a Blaze window design for your sign needs. Made from a tough solar film that protects and insulates your windows and reduces ultraviolet rays, these graphics are practical as well as beautiful. Whether in a commercial or residential setting, let a Blaze design create and install a unique sign of your individuality. Oh yes, a Blaze can also fill your other sign needs, from banners to magnetics to auto designs. Call us now.
Let's call Domino's. They cost too much. Let's call Little Caesar. They don't deliver. Let's call Mazio's. They take too long. Let's call Pizza Hut. No way!
Guys, need a suggestion? Call Luigi's Pizza where you get 1, 2, 3 pizzas for the price of one with free delivery. Don't just stand there. Call and get 1, 2, 3 pizzas for the price of one. Hey, with all those pizzas, you can even call up the girls and you might just score a
touchdown.
Luigi's Pizza. Look us up in the yellow pages.
The Shop and Compare carpet sale at Bowen's Discount Carpets.
Shop and compare.
Heavy-duty commercial carpet, only $3.99 per square yard.
Shop and compare.
A new shipment of beautiful nylon carpet, only $4.99 per square yard. Bowen's has hundreds of rolls in stock with name brand carpet and vinyl floor covering at discount prices. Shop the other places and compare prices to Bowen's Discount Carpet, 7736 Charles Page Boulevard, Tulsa.
Shop and compare.
Bowen's Discount Carpet. We refuse to be undersold.
Okay, been some great wrestling going on tonight. Got some more coming at you next. We got a Leopard Man's going to take on the former WWE heavyweight champion TJ Steele. Fine champion, had to be gone from a match, lost his belt, was a little sick about that.
And Leopard Man, of course, in the history of the World Wrestling Empire, has never won a match in his tenure in the World Wrestling Empire. Of course, the possibilities are endless, and it would be a real nice, shiny star in the win column for Leopard Man if he were to take the former WWE heavyweight champion here tonight. Well, for the ring, we'll go to the ledge.
Standing 5 foot 9 inches tall, weighing in at 245 pounds. You know him as Leopard Man.
I guess apparently we've had a change of schedule here. Leopard Man, who so far in the history of the World Wrestling Empire has never won a match.
His opponent this evening,
Maybe tonight.
standing 6 foot 1 inch tall, weighing in at 265 pounds, the former World Wrestling Empire heavyweight champion from Kansas City, Kansas, TJ Steele!
And here is the paper champion. This man lost his title to the Beast a short time ago because he was too scared to come to the rings of the World Wrestling Empire and face the man for the belt. So by rules governing titles and title holders in the World Wrestling Empire, if a champion fails to show up to defend his belt, he automatically loses it. And that's how TJ lost the belt there to the Beast. I don't know if he failed to show up out of fear or missed a plane flight or something.
Understand there were family problems, and TJ decided his family was more important than the belt, and I'm sure we'll see TJ back in contention for that belt pretty soon.
Well, you know, it was a time when I owed TJ a favor. When I had to take loan of his bodyguard, Goliath, who I noticed is very conspicuous in his absence tonight. So I don't absolutely dislike TJ. I just don't care for the way that he lost the belt. But I'm very pleased with our new WWE Heavyweight Champion, the Beast.
Here we go, both men checking each other out now. TJ trying to reach in, collar and elbow tie up by both wrestlers. The Leopard Man able to push TJ into the ropes where referee Doug McCoy orders a clean break.
Good clean break by Leopard Man.
Good clean, very clean break, actually. Wasn't expecting to see that out of Leopard Man.
I was just pointing out to the TV audience and the ignorant people here at ringside that so far, you can see I'm an investigative journalist here. Leopard Man thus far in the World Wrestling Empire has never won a match. Never won a match.
I wasn't aware of that. I thought Leopard Man always did a fine job of wrestling. Hadn't noticed that the guy never won a match. Definitely a better wrestler than that.
Yeah, that's definitely not a reflection of his wrestling ability because he is one of my favorite wrestlers. And, you know, sometimes the pendulum swings to the right, sometimes to the left.
Good move by TJ Steele. Puts Leopard Man into that headlock. Goes to torquing it down. Oh, Leopard Man gets the whip off the ropes. Tries to go for the clothesline. Misses it. TJ comes up behind him. And a big belly-to-back suplex.
Leopard Man bowing out in the corner, asking for timeout here. And I know TJ Steele and I know TJ's style, and TJ's not the kind of man that'll give you a timeout. He asks no quarter, he takes no quarter. But then again, he might get a bad case of cat scratch fever, if you know what I'm saying.
Well, I don't think TJ Steele is showing any problems with that little bit of a layoff he had there. He seems to be in fine form tonight, taking on this wrestler. Big headlock, oh, and Leopard Man goes to torquing it down. TJ Steele trying to get a grip there for something, but Leopard Man breaks the hold with a short chop. Oh, once again, big chop to the neck, and the former WWE heavyweight champion is down.
That was to the chin. You're implying that Leopard Man was chopping to the throat, which is illegal. That was to the chin.
I'm sitting here, watch the guy punch the guy in the throat. You know, it's
you know, apparently
it seems to have been smart enough to keep the referee out of position. Oh, and a nice move by TJ Steele, and Leopard Man is out of the ring.
You know, you don't see things so well. You need a pair of Devlin Blanchard glasses where you can see things as clearly as I do.
I'm afraid if I had some Devlin Blanchard glasses on, I wouldn't be able to see for the money in my eyes, and quite honestly, I prefer to go for the truth and honesty thing.
Well, in all honesty, Leopard Man's very smart, as is TJ Steele. All this is part of Leopard Man's game plan. I can guarantee you this man always knows what he's doing.
Leopard Man's game plan at this point appears to be that he has injured that lower back area in that big move by TJ Steele, and he's a little bit reluctant to tie it up. Oh, reaches in with a good boot. Slows TJ down, follows it up with a big elbow to the side of TJ Steele's head.
You know, although
now Leopard Man goes into the ropes.
Although Leopard Man is very smart, I've always heard, and just from firsthand experience here, he's not really got it all together when it comes to the sanity kind of thing. He is a little uncontrollable at times.
Well, uncontrollable describes the problems that referee Doug McCoy seems to be having in the ring with Leopard Man, and I think uncontrollable pretty much describes the pain that Leopard Man was in earlier, but he does seem to have recovered quite rapidly. And now Leopard Man reaches in with a nice body slam on TJ Steele. He's going to work on the former champion.
I was starting to get excited there. I thought this could be it.
TJ gets that elbow up, gets that shoulder off the mat. Referee Doug McCoy doing a fine job. Once again, Leopard Man reaches in. TJ follows it up with a nice small package. Doug McCoy gets the 1 count before the wrestler's break.
You know, that's really the first major offensive move that Steele has made so far in the match. I've got to wonder, Ledge, if he was having problems with his family and that cost him the title because of his no-show, could there still be a little psychological problem with TJ that may not have his game plan together tonight?
Well, time will tell. We'll have to see how this match ends up, but right now TJ Steele is having trouble in the middle of the squared circle. Leopard Man seems pretty proud of what he's been able to accomplish this evening.
If I may be a little critical of Leopard Man, I mean, if I was his manager... Oh, wait a minute. TJ Steele, Irish whip off the ropes there.
Nice move by TJ. Big clothesline brings Leopard Man down on the mat. He's having a little trouble getting his balance, and Leopard Man falls into the corner. TJ reaches in, grabs Leopard Man. Big arm drag. Leopard Man's in trouble. Nice high flying drop kick by TJ Steele, and Leopard Man is out of the ring.
Leopard Man making a smart move by coming out to take a breather and get his act back together. That was a real quick offensive series of maneuvers by TJ Steele. Leopard Man must really be out. He's having problems staying on his feet.
Leopard Man having a little trouble getting it together right now.
Uh-oh, TJ. TJ out of the ring.
Oh, and TJ jumps out. He started messing with Leopard Man.
Now that should be, if Doug McCoy is such a fair official, why is he not calling for the bell and raising Leopard Man's hand? That should be a disqualification.
Well, right now, referee Doug McCoy is counting out Leopard Man on the outside of the ring. He's just hit the floor, unable to get up.
He should be calling
Doug
for a
McCoy
disqualification.
Is up to 6. Leopard Man's got 4 more counts to get back into the ring, or TJ Steele is declared the winner.
That is not a wrestling move. That is an intention to injure a man. And that's exactly what Steele just did, and referee Doug McCoy should have disqualified him for it.
TJ Steele sets Leopard Man up. Oh, nice suplex. Once again goes back to work on that lower back area. Leopard Man follows it up with a knee to the chest. I'd say at this point, TJ Steele is able to do pretty much whatever he wants.
Count of 2 there by Doug McCoy.
TJ reaches in now with the reverse chin lock, goes to work on Leopard Man.
Of course, from our
down that hole. Look at the size of the arms of TJ Steele.
Of course, from our vantage point, we really can't tell if that's a chin lock or a chokehold.
Oh, and Leopard Man inflicts a little injury onto the chin of TJ Steele, uses the top of his head and drives it into TJ's lower face.
Let's just hope that TJ didn't have his tongue hanging out, or it would have been laying on the canvas.
Well, I don't see anything floating around out there, so I don't think we have that problem at this point.
That's exactly what I mean about Leopard Man being very smart. As many times as this man has lost, he's got to have a game plan. I mean, he's got the experience, he's got to have the savvy. If he's done any studying at all, he knows what he's doing now.
Well, I think you hit on the whole problem, you know, in that Leopard Man has a little problem with the mental part or mental aspect of World Wrestling Empire action. Of course, he's got the brute strength and the wanna, but it does take a game plan, and I don't think Leopard Man has one right now. He's incapable of following up on the injured TJ Steele. He should be reaching in for the pin right now. He's Instead, he's following it up with a series of so-so blows. He's really blowing it right here. I don't know what to tell you, Devin.
Well,
Leopard Man should be working the pin right now.
I'll put it this way. If TJ Steele intentionally ran my head into the corner post, I wouldn't be interested in pinning the man either. What I'd be looking for was K-ing him back and hurting him. And that's what Leopard Man's doing right now.
Referee Doug McCoy checks Leopard Man for a foreign object, apparently mystified by the lack of consciousness from TJ Steele.
The fans around the ring are yelling at Dog McCoy that he has something, but
referee Doug McCoy looks like he was on the verge of calling a DQ right then. He apparently believes TJ may be almost out.
Leopard Man over for the pin. Hey!
There you have it. I guess that's the first win out of Leopard Man in the World Wrestling Empire. He's just been declared the victor over TJ Steele. Unbelievable. I don't know what brought that about.
That match ended with TJ Steele's favorite maneuver. Flat on his back for a 1-2-3.
Unreal, unreal. I can't believe what we've just seen. Well, you won't believe what you're going to see next, because we got some words coming up from our sponsor while the referee and security take care of TJ Steele. He's having a little trouble getting back up to his feet. I don't know what's happened to TJ.
Hey.
I'm a little suspicious of this Leopard guy, you know.
What a way for Leopard Man to win his first match in the Empire over the just recently defeated former heavyweight champion.
I don't know. Here they're calling for the security guys to help TJ Steele now. Well, we're going to let them take care of TJ, get just a little bit of medical attention that he may need. In the meantime, we're going to take a short break for a word from our sponsors. I'm The Ledge with formerly Prince Devlin Blanchard. I don't know. He looks like he just got out of Burger King to me. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
Hi, I'm Glenn DeWeese, the owner of Davcom Video and the director of tonight's show. And this is the edit suite where we put it all together. You know, it's a proven fact that people who both see and hear information remember significantly more than people who only see or hear it. Recent advances in video technology have brought high-quality video within the reach of even the smallest business or organization. If you have a video need for anything from large multi-camera shoots from cheerleading competitions to professional wrestling, or perhaps you want to showcase your product in a trade show or create a training video for your employees, Davcom Video offers turnkey production, from scripting to making your copies. And we'll work with your budget to give you the best video product your money can buy. Call us now, 749-9447. References available upon request.
Hi! Have you been through some rocky relationships lately? Watch Singles TV and bring somebody new into your life.
Singles TV, every Friday at 6 p.m. on Cable 9.
Next week on the World Wrestling Empire, Running Wolf and Michael the Rock Johnson team up to take on the World Wrestling Empire Tag Team Champs, the Texas Outlaws. Also, four-time former champion Annihilator takes on the current World Wrestling Empire Heavyweight Champion, The Beast. And in a one-of-a-kind dog collar chain match, Sea Predator take on the high-flying Shane Cortez. That's the World Wrestling Empire. Be there.
When you drive by these storefronts, do you know instantly what they sell? Do you know the flavor, the quality of what's inside? Well, this is just one reason to turn to Ablaze Window Design for your sign needs. Made from a tough solar film that protects and insulates your windows and reduces ultraviolet rays, these graphics are practical as well as beautiful. Whether in a commercial or residential setting, let Ablaze Design create and install a unique sign of your individuality. Oh yes, Ablaze can also fill your other sign needs, from banners to magnetics to auto designs. Call us now.
Beast, let me tell you something, buddy. I've gone up against better than you. I've taken it from Scott Summers. I can beat TJ Steele on any given day. And you haven't got anything on me, buddy. I don't care who's got the title, any day, anywhere. I'm going to come for it, and I'm going to take it away.
Big mouth, Grandma.
Well, welcome back to the World Wrestling Empire. Right now, I think Prince Devlin Blanchard has a little bit more going on than what he needs to be concentrating on. So I'm going to tell you, we got a good match coming up next. We've got Eric Awesome is going to be taking on the Tennessee Rebel. These two have really developed a dislike for each other over the past few weeks, and it looks like they're going to tie it up in the ring again.
My favorite wrestler, Eric Awesome. Now see, being from the city of Kings, Memphis, Tennessee, like I am, I'm familiar with Tennessee and their people, and let me tell you something. The people of Tennessee, and particularly my hometown of Memphis, are not at all impressed and are not at all thrilled with the performance of Tennessee Rebel. As a matter of fact, last time I was in Memphis, the people were all telling me in the general consensus they wanted to disown the Tennessee Rebel. Now, for the introductions, let's take it up to my partner, The Ledge.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, in our next match for the evening, coming in first, standing 6 foot tall, weighing in at 220 pounds, from Flagstaff, Arizona, Eric Awesome!
Devlin Blanchard's favorite wrestler, Eric Awesome. Of course, these stupid people not knowing talent when they see it are not being respectful to Eric Awesome and Flamin' Raymond. This man is a great wrestler. He's got the greatest mind in professional wrestling as his manager. And they ought to be showing respect. These people are right here.
His opponent this evening, standing 6 foot tall, weighing in at 225 pounds, one half of the Southern Express from Nashville, Tennessee, the Tennessee Rebel!
Tennessee Rebel. Being from Memphis, Tennessee myself, I take a consensus of the people of the City of Kings in Memphis, Tennessee every time I'm there, and the last time I was there, the people of Memphis told me they were embarrassed to even claim this man to be from Tennessee, the state which contains the City of Kings and the hometown of Devlin Blanchard, Mempho, baby. Eric Awesome, my good pal, my good friend. Daniel Boone. We got this is like an old 60s television show nightmare. First we have Eric comes to the World Wrestling Empire. The first time he had to face Beaver Cleaver. Now he's got to face Daniel Boone. Hey, Fess Parker, good luck.
Well, I don't know about Beaver Cleaver and Daniel Boone. I think you're talking about two of the better wrestlers in the Empire. Tennessee Rebels probably got more heart, more guts, and more spirit than anybody Eric Awesome has ever faced. And I'm looking forward to a great match out of these two guys tonight.
Let me tell you something. With the stuff that Tennessee Rebel goes through, with his partner in the Southern Express, Scott Summers, the man who sacrifices Tennessee Rebel over and over again to the Texas Outlaws, I thought Tennessee Rebel could have been a smart man. But after seeing what he's put himself through and allowed Scott Summers to put him through, I realized this guy's so dumb he couldn't pass a blood test.
Well, I don't think there's a problem with Tennessee Rebel passing anything. The guy's a great athlete. Not only is he in search of the tag team belts with his tag team partner, Scott Summers, but he also is well on his way to earning a shot at the light heavyweight belt from Renegade. Okay, here we go. There's the bell.
My good friend and pocket patter, Flamin' Raymond, just came over to me and said that these people out here better show him respect and get rid of these stupid signs they're carrying. They're carrying signs down in Devlin Blanchard. They're carrying signs down in Flamin' Raymond, and they just show how little class and intelligence they've got.
Well, we've got signs of action going on into the ring. Tennessee Rebel puts a nice shoulder into Eric Awesome after a quick whip off the ropes. Being ordered back to the neutral corner by referee Doug McCoy. Eric Awesome outside the ring now, having a little problem with the forehead there.
You like this, don't you? You like seeing this happen.
I like seeing good action. You know, I like seeing great competitors. I like seeing all these people having a good time. That's
admit it.
Admit
it. You don't like Flamin' Raymond. You don't like Eric Awesome, and you like what you just saw happen in the ring. Admit it.
You're right about one thing. I don't like Flamin' Raymond. You know, I think the guy brings a bad name to the World Wrestling Empire. Him and Silverado have just about ruined this whole organization at times. And where they come up with some of this stuff they pull, I will never know. But they must sit around thinking of ways to cheat every minute of every day.
There was a time when I didn't like Flamin' Raymond either. And me and him even had a few battles. but I saw the light. And you will too, my dear penguin-looking friend.
You know,
you will too.
If you'll think back into WWE history, you'll know that, unfortunately, I am the reason it has come to this, and I regret ever selling anything about the Clan and the Claw to that, whatever you want to call him, Abba Rajneesh. It's his money that backs and drives this machine, and I think ultimately I have to accept responsibility for causing the problems that face the WWE today, because if I hadn't sold my interest in Clan of the Claw to Abba Rajneesh, Silverado, and Flamin' Raymond wouldn't have the money to wreak havoc in the Empire today.
So in other words, what you're saying is it's your own fault that you have to sit next to me.
I guess so. Unfortunately, it is my fault I have to sit next to you.
You made your bed,
But,
laying
you
it.
know, money talks, and I liked a lot of money at that time, and Abba, he had a whole suitcase full. I was only more than happy to accept it.
I want to say, just for a moment here to interrupt the action, I want to say a special hello to Abba Rajneesh, who suffered a severe injury outside of the business and is in some pretty bad shape. And Abba, we love you, we miss you, but we sure still love that money. Best of luck to you, brother.
All right, in the meantime, we got a lot of action going on in the ring right now. Eric Awesome is torquing it down on Tennessee Rebel. He's got him face down into the mat, and he's working on him hard.
Let me ask you a question here. Is that Tennessee Rebel space, or did his neck throw up?
I guess all these bad jokes and puns are just covering up for the fact that Eric Awesome likes to bend the rules a little bit every now and then. Thus, you would have noticed a little bit of a rake across the face of Tennessee
Yes, sir.
Rebel.
Awesome. You betcha,
And
brother.
now we've got to listen to Flamin' Raymond saying that Eric Awesome is awesome.
Can you deny the fact that Eric is awesome?
Eric does a good job in the ring, but I don't think he's any more awesome than any other athlete that we've seen in the WWE.
Eric Awesome, Renegade, Annihilator, my favorite wrestlers. I'll tell you something. Between Flamin' Raymond's mind and Devlin Blanchard's mind, we could really go a long ways with this gentleman, Eric Awesome, who right now is putting a massive hurt on the Tennessee Rebel. Referee Dog McCoy, who you know I don't particularly care for, and they're trying to break up the action. Eric Awesome's a clean wrestler. Across the ring and on the top of Tennessee Rebel. Another reason why Memphis, Tennessee, my hometown, is embarrassed to admit this man is from our state.
Both wrestlers are really going at it in the ring. Tennessee Rebel with a nice elbow to the side of Eric Awesome's head, backs him off momentarily. Oh, and a big chop to Eric Awesome on that turnbuckle. Another big chop. Tennessee Rebel's really going to work on him now. Oh, and Eric Awesome able to follow up with a punch to the midsection. Reverses the whip into the turnbuckle. You know, I've got to note at this point, Eric Awesome's failure to follow up on that move. He's taken a pretty good beating from time to time. I'm wondering if this could be from a lack of a little bit of ring experience.
I'll tell you what, every offensive maneuver that Tennessee Rebel has made has been because Dog McCoy has allowed it. This guy is blind.
Oh, nice little roll-up by Eric Awesome as he goes for the pin. Tennessee Rebel able to kick out on two.
Where was the referee when Tennessee Rebel had Eric in the corner? Where is he now when Rebel's using those very obvious closed fists to the face of Eric Awesome?
Well, I think the complaints about the referee are just an attempt to cover up some poor wrestling on the part of some people. Oh, and nice body slam. Way up in there. Follows it up with the elbow drop. Eric Awesome in trouble at the hands of Tennessee Rebel, but he's able to kick out on two.
You know, Tennessee Rebel might be all right. He might be okay if he had the right management, the right mind behind him, and got rid of that bum, Scott Summers, that's with him.
Eric Awesome in with the reversed headlock now, going to work on Tennessee Rebel. Now this hold could be transformed into a sleeper hold if they can get away with it. Normally the referees will not allow that because a sleeper hold does cut the blood supply off to the brain.
That sleeper hold right there is simply awesome.
There we go. Tennessee Rebels attempting to power out right now, doing a good job. Oh, and a big punch to the kidneys. The Tennessee Rebel gets that hold broke. Eric Awesome reaches in with the body slam, and now he's going to work on the Tennessee Rebel.
Wouldn't it be nice if everybody saw things the way that I see things? And the way Flamin' Raymond sees things, and the way Eric Simply Awesome
I
sees
gotta tell
things.
you, I just can't even imagine what it would be like if everybody saw things the way Flamin' Raymond does. Can't imagine it. You're right. You're absolutely right.
You know how Flamin' Raymond sees things, and how he has enlightened me to see things with a decimal point with a lot of zeros in front of it.
Oh, and in the middle of the ring, Flamin' Raymond's got referee Doug McCoy distracted. Meanwhile, Eric Awesome really going to work on part of the facial features of the Tennessee Rebels. Got that reverse chin lock in there. Tennessee Rebel is in a lot of trouble now.
When you're talking about the face of Tennessee Rebel, anything is an improvement.
There we go. Eric Awesome's looking for a little instruction from Flamin' Raymond as to what should be going on now.
Eric Awesome with a high vertical suplex. I love it. Simply awesome.
Good move, and Tennessee Rebel is on his back. Barely able to kick out on one. Eric Awesome has a complaint for the referee about the slowness of the count. Tennessee Rebel comes back with a whip off the ropes. Follows it up with a big shoulder.
What is this?
Oh, nice move by Tennessee Rebel as he pins Eric Awesome. The big shoulder took it out of Eric Awesome, allowed a Tennessee Rebel a few seconds there to sneak in and get the pin. That shows a lot of experience on the part of Tennessee Rebel.
That was an obvious elbow to the throat. I want Doug McCoy to open his eyes. This guy's so blind and dumb. It takes this guy 90 minutes to watch 60 minutes.
Well,
what's the matter with him?
We're going to have a little bit of a discussion about that one. Flamin' Raymond attempts to declare his man the winner again, as usual. Raymond's lost once again in the ozone. But listen, people out there watching, we don't want you to be lost anywhere, and we've got some great sponsors. So right now, we're going to take it to them, let them try to sell you a few products, and then we're going to come back with some more wrestling action from the World Wrestling Empire. I'm The Ledge with Prince Devlin Blanchard. We'll be right back.
This makes me sick. That makes me sick.
The Shop and Compare Carpet Sale at Bowen's Discount Carpet.
Shop and compare.
Heavy-duty commercial carpet, only $3.99 per square yard.
Shop and compare.
A new shipment of beautiful nylon carpet, only $4.99 per square yard. Bowen's has hundreds of rolls in stock with name brand carpet and vinyl floor covering at discount prices. Shop the other places and compare prices to Bowen's Discount Carpet, 7736 Charles Page Boulevard, Tulsa.
Shop and compare.
Bowen's Discount Carpet. We refuse to be undersold.
Let's call Domino's. They cost too much. Let's call Little Caesar. They don't deliver. Let's call Mazio's. They take too long. Let's call Pizza Hut. No way!
Guys, need a suggestion? Call Luigi's Pizza where you get 1, 2, 3 pizzas for the price of one with free delivery. Don't just stand there. Call and get 1, 2, 3 pizzas for the price of one. Hey, with all those pizzas, you can even call up the girls and you might just score a
touchdown.
Luigi's Pizza. Look us up in the yellow pages.
Okay, welcome back to the World Wrestling Empire. We got our main event coming up next, featuring Beast. I can't believe Annihilator would go after the Beast for that belt, but Annihilator's pretty determined about what's going to happen.
Annihilator, Beast, Predator, they were all under Abba Rajneesh at one time. It seems like Annihilator's throwing friendship and past history into the wind for the belt. I can't blame him.
It shows me right there that Annihilator doesn't have any loyalty to anybody. He's a man for himself. Him and Silverado are out to wreak havoc in the Empire with Abba Rajneesh's money.
What?
Right now we got a heavyweight title match coming up.
Yeah. Annihilator. I'm sorry, I'm not Annihilator. I'm still concentrating on the fact of what would happen if Annihilator and Beast ended up in the ring together. That's a lot of beef and two really mean dudes. Next match coming out here, the Beast, you're going to get to see him, how big and how dirty and how mean he is, and I love him. He's going to be facing off against the former 4-time WWE champion, the guy that I can't stand, Scott Summers. For the introductions, we'll go to The Ledge.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, in our main event for this evening, a World Wrestling Empire heavyweight champion bout. Coming in first, the contender, standing 6 foot 7 inches tall, weighing in at 247 pounds, a former World Wrestling Empire heavyweight champion, Scott Summers!
Ladies and gentlemen, the librarian of the World Wrestling Empire. This man does not look like a professional wrestler. He looks like a librarian. He's old, he's boring, he's washed up, and he looks like a librarian. He can run. I mean, he's good at running. Let's see how he does against the Beast. To the ledge.
All right, his opponent this evening, the World Wrestling Empire Heavyweight Champion. He stands 6 foot 7 inches tall, weighs in at 335 pounds. From Delray Beach, Florida, the Beast.
There he is, ladies and germs, all you peons and peasants in the kingdom of Devlin Blanchard. There is your World Wrestling Empire Heavyweight Champion, the Beast. He disposed of TJ Steele in no uncertain terms. Now what we've got here is the current WWE Heavyweight Champion, the Beast, facing off against 4-time former, and I stress the word former champion, Scott Summers.
Scott Summers, one half of the Southern Express. He tag teamed with, you know, the man, Tennessee Rebel, did an awesome job against Eric Awesome. How about that?
Eric was robbed. You know, the next time I see Dog McCoy make a call like that, I'm personally going to get up from this table, I'm going to go up to the ring, and I'm going to slap the taste out of that little punk's mouth. And you know, I ain't got to worry about money and fines and suspensions. I'm not a wrestler. I gave up my manager's license. They can't suspend me. And money's no problem for me now.
Well, it must be nice that money is not a problem. I know in the effort to support truth, justice, and honesty, money seems to be a day-to-day struggle for me. But hey, if that's what it takes to bring good, fair competition to people, that's what I'm willing to do. And there's the bell, both the big men circling the ring.
You know, if money is a problem, just come see Daddy. Come talk to Devlin. I'll help you.
Oh, yeah, like I would take money from any of you guys.
You scratch my back, I'll scratch
or
yours.
Raymond, you know, I'm afraid what you guys have been using that money for. You know, you talk about dirty money. Good collar and elbow tie-up now by the big guys in the ring.
It's going to be interesting to see that there's a lot of differences. Scott Summers, as much as I don't like him, he's an all right mat wrestler, amateur wrestling background. The Beast is big, he's mean, and he likes to hurt people. What a combination. We got the best of both worlds in here.
Very ill-tempered gentleman.
Yeah, the Beast doesn't really care for too many people, and really doesn't care if too many people like him. He's out for belts and marks in the win column.
Oh, and right now he's showing how much he dislikes Scott Summers. He kicks him out of the ring. The former WWE champion is in trouble right now. I'd say he almost got laid out on that floor. Referee Doug McCoy having a hard time sending the Beast back to a neutral corner.
You know, I think Scott Summers looks really good outside the ring. You know, I was just telling the people as you were up there in the ring, the man looks like a librarian. Look at him.
Oh,
wouldn't he make a good librarian?
I think Scott Summers might look like a champion from my point of view, because I never know what match you intend to be watching next.
I'm watching the Beast make a pile of squat out of Scott Summers.
Good headlock by Scott Summers, really working on the Beast right now. Right there is over 600 pounds in that ring. Oh, off the rope and a big shoulder to Scott Summers. Beast able to send him to the mat. Follows up with a giant elbow. Comes down hard on Scott Summers. Follows that up with a double leg drop. And goes in for the pin. 2 count by referee Doug McCoy. Scott Summers able to get that shoulder up. Beast going to work on those kidneys now.
At this point, it doesn't appear to me that the Beast is going to have any problem retaining his title tonight.
Oh, and a big knee to Scott Summers. Scott's in trouble, and the Beast kicks him out of the ring once again.
Hey, can I go down there and just kick him one time?
No, Devlin. I believe, well, I know that is an infraction of the rules. I'm pretty much positive of that.
That's right. I wouldn't want to cost the Beast the match either, but I'd just love to go down and plant my foot right in this guy's teeth.
Well, I don't think I'd want to upset Scott Summers any at this point either.
See, I may be a little guy, and I may not be a professional wrestler, but I got one thing that Scott Summers and people like him ain't got. Fire, baby. Fire.
Oh, and right now there's a lot of fire in the knee of the Beast. I think it's called pain. Scott Summers was really twerking it down right there. Beast able to get back to his feet now. I believe Scott's having a little problem with that kidney area where Beast has been working on his lower back. Oh! Scott Summers able to reach in, pulls the legs out from underneath the Beast. Looks, oh, nice move. Really puts it to the hamstring.
As much as I hate to admit it, Scott Summers is somewhat of a smart wrestler. I mean, the common smart thing to do on a big man like the Beast is take him out at the foundation. Destroy the foundation and the building won't stand.
Well, right now, Scott Summers has got the foundation of the Beast all tied up right in the middle of the ring. There will be no hope for Beast making it to the ropes at this point. Oh, and all of a sudden we've got Annihilator, Silverado, and Viper wandering the ringside to check out the actions. Gotta make you wonder what's going on.
Under normal circumstances, I would think this would be a good sign and good news, but after the interview we just saw with Annihilator, I don't know if I like the look of this here.
Oh, and a big boot by the Beast, and Scott Summers is in trouble.
If I'm not wrong, Annihilator just cheered for Scott Summers.
And now they're telling Beast to take out Scott Summers. Nice move by Scott Summers. Working. Oh, and it bounces off the Beast that time. Oh, nice move.
Did you see that?
Nice flying cross body, but Beast was able to catch him, drive Scott Summers to the mat.
I have never seen that done like that. Beast caught the man and just power slammed him right on the mat.
Shows you the strength and size of the World Wrestling Empire heavyweight champion. Now he goes back to work on Scott Summers with that boot. He's really taking it to him.
And I guess you can honestly say, judging from the maneuvers Beast was just proving, he was literally kicking Scott's butt.
Well, there's a little bit more. Beast attempts to kick Scott Summers out of the ring, and he's got Doug McCoy on him, telling him to break the hold.
Right there, ladies and gentlemen, your heavyweight champion, the Beast, and how proud I am to be associated with this man.
Beast showing some of that ill temper that has made him the World Wrestling Empire.
Wait a minute.
Oh, Scott Summers back into the ring. A big blow, and Beast is on his back.
That was a closed fist. That's illegal. I'm going to slap McCoy's face. He's letting people get away with stuff.
Drags Beast into the middle of the ring, slams his knee into the mat. Now he picks up the other leg. He's going to work on the foundation or lower leg areas of the Beast, torquing it down.
Scott Summers is showing his knowledge and his abilities by staying with the legs of the big man. I've got to give him credit where it's due, you know. As much as I don't like the guy, you know what he could do from right here? He's got him in a position where, being the librarian that he is, he could take time to stop and read Beast a story.
I think if there's any reading that'll need to be done, it'll be the history books. Beast in a lot of pain right now. Scott Summers really torquing it down hard.
Of course, he had the legs pulled up behind the Beast's back, and he was pulling up on the chin, which arches the spine in the direction that it's not meant to go. Scott now trying to roll the Beast over for a pinning combination. Doug McCoy down for one. Count of one, and the Beast kicks out. And that's why he's the champion, right there.
Nice moves by Scott Summers, though. Not able to tie up the big man long enough for the pin, but nevertheless, he's working hard on him.
You know, once again, I cannot help but wonder, Doug McCoy with a 1 count, I cannot help but wonder what Annihilator, Viper, and Silverado are doing out here. After the interview with Annihilator we just saw, it kind of scares me a little bit, like maybe some little dissension in the ranks. Disgruntled employees under Silverado here.
Well, right now, the disgruntled Beast is taking it to Scott Summers. Scott Summers is in a lot of trouble at this point. Referee Doug McCoy ordering the action to stop, and Beast has about got Scott Summers out cold.
Scott Summers flat on his back, the Beast with a big elbow. I love it.
Oh, big elbow out of the big man. Beast reaches in for the pin. Scott Summers able to get that shoulder up on 2.
I am so proud of our heavyweight champion, the Beast. Finally, after so much time of having to tolerate TJ Steele, we finally got a champion that I can be proud of. I can be proud to tell my friends, I work for the World Wrestling Empire, whose heavyweight champion is the Beast, and I'm proud of it.
Well, right now that champion is taking it to Scott Summers. Oh, and a big boot. You know, it has been the strategy of the Beast this evening to keep those kicks coming, and Scott Summers follows it up with a giant splash.
Now maybe we can call him Scott the Pancake Summers.
Beast loving it at this point. Look at that look on his face.
Hey, I just saw something good. Annihilator was clapping for the Beast.
Beast not able to follow up with another splash. Scott Summers comes to his senses fast enough to get out from underneath the Beast. He's going back in on those legs now. Looks like he's working in the figure four to
Oh
Beast.
no, that's his finishing
Scott
hold.
Summers goes in, he locks into figure four. Here comes Annihilator into the ring. Oh, and the referee orders the bell rung. Oh, and Viper's into the ring with Annihilator. They went after Scott Summers after he locked in that figure four.
Wait a minute. What's going on here?
Disagreement about what's going on. Beast is a little bit upset. I can't believe after the interview I saw, I can believe these big guys are going to get into it.
This can't be happening, but I understand it. Annihilator cost Beast the match.
Oh,
attacking the Beast. No.
It's going after Beast.
I can't stand to see this.
Unbelievable.
What is he
there's
doing?
going to be problems now. They'll have to be working this one out.
What is Annihilator doing?
Going after Beast. He said he wants the belts. I guess he's letting Beast know just how serious about it he
Summers
is.
going to attack the Beast too?
Scott Summers has got a chair. It looks like he's guarding the Beast.
What's he
I've
doing?
seen everything. Now Scott Summers chases Annihilator away with the chair.
Wait a minute. What's Viper still doing down here?
Viper's still at ringside.
What's Viper doing?
Viper's talking to Beast. I don't know. I think the Annihilator's desire for the belt has gone to his head.
What is Viper doing with the Beast?
Oh, and now Scott Summers is offering a hand of friendship to the Beast.
No, don't do it, Beast. No, Beast. No.
No, it looks like the Beast has just changed camps. Unreal.
Not again.
I can't believe it.
Another champion
like
like this.
The attack by the Annihilator just then, I believe just about anything I've seen in the Empire tonight. Beast has just changed camps. Him and Scott Summers walk out of the ring as friends. Unreal.
I don't understand this.
Well, we're going to find out what was
Beast
going
do
on.
this?
Incredible. We're going to find out what was going on. We're going to get right back at you. This is the World Wrestling Empire. These are our sponsors.
I'm going to go back and find out just what's going on here. What is wrong with the Beast?
Your copy of tonight's show, send $19.95 plus $3 shipping and handling to the World Wrestling Empire. P.O. Box 593, Owasso, Oklahoma 74055. Or if you'd like to be notified of upcoming events, just write the World Wrestling Empire, P.O. Box 593, Owasso, Oklahoma 74055. What I've just seen, Beast shakes hands with Scott Summers. That's got to be the biggest news in the Empire, especially after a disqualification. Unbelievable.
Well, and nonetheless, I mean, that's kind of shadowed by the fact that Annihilator and Beast squared off against each other in the ring there after the match was over.
Unbelievable. Well, there was some other incredible things happen tonight. Panther, of course, able to take on newcomer Brett Knight, come out victorious in that one.
Of course, Brett Knight was disqualified for a kind of a low bridge.
Yeah, a little bit low there, a little bit low. Of course, we've got Predator wants Shane Cortez in that dog collar match. I understand we're going to be seeing that coming up next week.
And we've got a lot of bad bad blood and a long history between Cortez and Predator, so this might bring it to its pinnacle.
Well, it's time for us to say goodnight. We want to thank our sponsors, Davcom Productions.
And, of course, Downey Tax Service.
Bowen's Discount Carpets.
Luigi's Pizza.
Try Us for Insurance.
Jernigan Graphics and Design.
My personal sponsor, Sir Knight Formal Wear.
And Matt Maintenance, courtesy of Cintas, the uniform people.
All right, the executive officers for the World Wrestling Empire are Lee Downey and Scott Marshall.
The administrative director of the WWE is Cindy Downey.
And our athletic director is Floyd Rabbit. Also, if you want to write to the World Wrestling Empire, you can get hold of us at P.O. Box 593, Owasso, Oklahoma 74055. Write us a letter. We'll let you know when the next match is coming at you.
I want to say goodbye to all you peons and peasants out there that should be bowing before me, the prince of professional wrestling. And you?
I want to say goodbye to my number one fan. Good night, Kayla. I know it's your bedtime. We'll see you next week right here on the World Wrestling Empire.